So we get this question. This is a good one to have on the video.
Let there be lights.
Action.
Where's Jennifer today?
Yeah, where's Jennifer? Yeah. Okay, so one of the questions is, well, Dr. Rutledge, you son of a gun, you say I can't have Tylenol, I can't have aspirin, I can't have Aleve, I can't have anything. What am I supposed to do if I get a headache? There is no good answer. You can take my name in vain. You can have a hot bath. You can have something to eat. But there's no medicine that's a good choice for headaches. Those medicines, the whole grocery store is now off limits if you take my advice. But I have operated on 5,000 people, many of whom had headaches before surgery, and we've asked them about their headaches, and you can ask them about their headaches. And here's what they tell us. Prior to surgery, when they had access to every drug in the drugstore, and after surgery, when we took all those drugs away, we asked them, which life was better? Which life did you have more headache pain with? And the answer overwhelmingly is that they have fewer headaches and less headache pain, even though we've taken away all their pain medicine. Because the surgery often cures migraines and major headaches. Now, is it perfect? No, but many people go years without a headache when they had headaches every day or every week before the surgery. Even when they had access to all kinds of drugs, including narcotics, and had a very difficult life with terrible headaches, their surgery made that better and sometimes cured it for well over 85% of patients that we've surveyed. Now, is it a guarantee for you? No. But it's probable that your life, as far as headache pain, will get much better afterwards, even though I'm going to take away all the drugs for headaches. And so if your doctor is watching this video, we recommend that our patients, for aches and pains and sunburns and things like that, do not use aspirin, Tylenol, Aleve, or the other what are called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs for minor or moderate pain. Okay? But if you have severe pain, if you're shot with a gun, if you're set on fire, if you fall 2 stories out of a building, in that case, just like in The Graduate, where the guy comes up to Benjamin and says, I have one word for you. Narcotics. So if you have severe pain, then narcotics work great. The problem with narcotics is they have their own side effect, and that is that they can become addicting. So you can't use them for everyday headaches if you take my advice. So what we say to our patients is, if you have a mild or moderate pain, I'm sorry, but we say that all of the drugs you can find in the grocery store are a bad idea. And we do not recommend you take those. If you have severe pain, we recommend you take narcotics. And that has to be self-limited, because otherwise you can become addicted.
What kind?
As far as I know, all the narcotics are roughly the same. There's no big advantage of morphine over Demerol, over Dilaudid, over oxycodone. But that's something that's kind of out of my field.
Well, what if they give you Tylenol with codeine?
What's that?
Well, the doctor prescribes Tylenol.
We hear that. That's a really good question. So we get this question all the time from doctors and patients. Say, my doctor wants to give me Percocet. Now, Percocet is a narcotic, oxycodone plus Tylenol. So what we say is to the doctor, take the Percocet without the Tylenol. Take the Tylenol with codeine without the Tylenol. The Tylenol doesn't help that much anyways. And last year, an advisory committee to the FDA said that all prescription drugs that include Tylenol should be taken off the market, because the deadly nature of Tylenol is unrecognized by many of our patients.
What about Demerol? I mean, the air sickness.
What about air sickness?
What do they take for air sickness?
Dramamine.
What about that one?
Well, I don't know the details on every drug.
Okay.
So you could certainly ask me about every drug in the pharmacy, and I have to admit there are millions of drugs, and so what we say to our patients is a really good question. In general, let's suppose your doctor says take a drug. What we suggest is you do three things. Number one, ask the doctor, does that cause ulcers or does it damage the liver? And if your doctor is using that drug, probably he should know. The second thing is take advantage of your pharmacist. If you go to pick up a drug, say, I want to ask, as far as side effects, does it damage the liver? Does it cause ulcers or gastritis? And third, if you come to see me, I know that you know how to use the internet. So put it into Google and look for the side effects and see if it causes ulcers, gastritis, or see if you see a late night ad from a sleazy attorney saying that I want to sue your doctor because he gave you that drug. If you see that, you may want to think twice about taking that drug. But I don't know every drug, and you're always welcome to call. We have a lot of our post-op patients who will call me and they say, my doctor wants me to take drug X. And I'll say, I apologize, I don't know. There's so many drugs, I don't keep up on everything. So we say, talk to the doctor who's prescribing it, talk to the pharmacist, and check into the internet, because the things you're looking at is, do the side effects of this make ulcers and liver damage worse in the MGB? And so you're looking for those kind of things. In general, even if you're not an MGB patient, well, we recommend if a doctor gives you a drug, or if you buy a drug in the grocery store, talk to your doctor, talk to the pharmacist, and check on the internet for information as to whether or not that drug is dangerous. Because there's some very famous drugs where they found that we thought they were safe, and now they recognize they've got some really major side effects. And some of them have been taken off the market, they're arguing about taking off the market, and Tylenol is a great example. Last year, an FDA committee said that all Tylenol prescription drugs should be taken off the market. Now, the FDA itself has not acted yet, but a panel of experts said every one of those drugs should be taken off the market. Now, I've been saying for 10 years, beware of Tylenol, and I think this confirms our fears. That Tylenol, although it's a good drug, people think it's safe, and they may take a handful, and that is enough in some cases to damage the liver. It's one of the number one causes of liver failure and liver transplant in the United States, according to that panel. And so, again, take this as the guideline. Talk to your doctor about any drugs you take, check with the pharmacist about any drugs you take, and also don't hesitate to use the internet as well.